Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Texas Tech Red Raider at quarterback. It's Nick Shimonek.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now Rashad Penny, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Shimonek. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
8, read. Big dribble.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Shimonek. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, Shimonek. He's got a man, it's Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. At the 34-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
On second down, here's Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap.
Offense.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They're throwing here. Shimonik rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Ready.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Penny. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Shimonik, and that will be caught. It's Inman for the Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. Play action now. Prescott. And that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
60 Pittsburgh.
Third and 10.
To throw is Shimonick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete.
So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Prescott off play action. Bryant has it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the dump off. It's second down. What are your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up!
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
50 extra Mike!
First
50
down,
extra Mike! Push him back! Push him back!
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cassius Marsh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Protect you.
You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
On the run, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott now, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On play action, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provided a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Offense.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction. 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
The 3rd down pass. Incomplete from the contact.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos push further out in front.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Chargers 7.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now it's Penny. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
90
Madison on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Shimonik to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Prescott's pass intended for incomplete.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Here we go.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down.
They'll toss it to Fournette. 31 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
First and goal, Denver.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the jet sweep, this is Bryant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team once more. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Penny on the counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
On second and 2, Shimanek. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shimanek. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now Shimanek. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they've got another first and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Hey, let's go. Let's come.
To throw is Shimanek. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 34-yard.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Down the carry. Justin Lane on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They'll run with Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
18, watch the twist, watch the twist. Get it.
They're throwing here. Shemanik steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw, Shemanik. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. He'll drop to throw.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
1 yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Fournette. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The 3rd down pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Shemenek. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Let's go, D.
First down,
It's going to be a long
Broncos.
day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Inman has it over the middle. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll get the first-rounder, Caleb McGarry, there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Quit talking about it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Shimanek got an open man. It's Scott. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Shimanek to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get ready. Take 4.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.